Sam Butler, sports editor of the Auburn Plainsman, joined by Evan McCullers, assistant sports editor. And we're here in Jordan-Hare Stadium in front of the new video board that got unveiled today. Auburn came in as a 41.5-point favorite, I think they closed at, when the point spread was roughly 56-7, and Auburn was trailing up until the last minute of this game. If they would have actually fallen, it would have probably been the most monumental upset in college football history, rivaling that of Michigan, Appalachian State, and Stanford, USC, both in 2007. Jeremy Johnson, quarterback, carried over his struggles from last game through a few pretty bad picks today. I don't know what his deal is right now. That's 5 in 2 games. Nick Marshall threw 7 all of his first season. Kyle Frazier had less than Jeremy did through 2 games. So What's the deal here? Is he just pressing too hard? Is he staring people down? Is he just terrible? What?
You know, we heard he was pressing after the first game, but today, to me, it just looked like he was locking in on people. His first interception was on a sideline throw, and he tried to fit it in. I believe it was Cameron Petway he tried to throw it to. I think Petway had like 3 guys around him from Jacksonville State players. The ball had no business going there. And then on the second, I think it was a little more excusable. The linebacker did a good job of hiding himself over the middle and just jumped in front of the pass. And I think that one was, a little bit better. The first one, kind of like the 3 we saw last week, it was really, really bad.
I mean, even with all that, you got to give him some credit. He owned up to it after the game in the press conferences. He said there's never one time he was feeling bad about himself or even considering that Sean White would get snaps instead of him. He said it's just football. He said, and this is his quote, he said, even the greats throw interceptions. That's just a part of football. So, I mean, give him credit for not hanging his head, for looking ahead. And Gus Malzahn's behind him. He said that Jeremy's still the quarterback. Sean White's not going to overtake him, not even for a snap or 2. Jeremy's still going to be the guy going forward. But you got to hope he turns it around because really everything rests on him.
Yeah, they're really going to need him down the stretch. But, a guy that once again stepped up and really took over the game late today was Peyton Barber.
Yep.
What did you think of his performance, especially late?
I thought it was really gutsy. With the way he kind of took over the mantle of the starting running back last week against Louisville. I don't know if anybody really expected that to happen, but he came in this week. He was the guy from the first snap forward. He came in, did what he had to do, racked up over 100 yards again, and then in overtime, he basically, I don't know if I want to say sealed the game, but his catch on 3rd down, a little swing pass for 9 yards that apparently Peyton went and told Jeremy right before the snap. He said, hey, throw it to me on the check down. I'll be open. And Jeremy threw it to him. He got past a few guys, made a huge first down. Next play, he dove in right there for a touchdown, put him up for good. So, I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Peyton Barber. And we talked about this a little bit ago. Peyton's got to be the guy going into LSU.
Yeah.
You can't give Rock, who fumbled today, or Javon, who got like 2 carries, or Kerryon Johnson, who's a freshman. You got to let Peyton Barber be the guy going in. And I think that's going to be the case going forward, unless we see something miraculous out of those other guys.
Yeah, I mean, the coaches said before the season that this was kind of the point that they wanted to have that running back competition ironed out, that going into SEC play, especially going to Death Valley, they wanted to have a guy step up. And I don't know what more you could ask than what Peyton Barber has done these first 2 games. And then, like you said, as if his performance wasn't enough, Auburn's about to come in and tie the game late in the 4th quarter, and Rock Thomas coughs it up on Jacksonville State's 15.
Yep.
And so that certainly did not build any confidence. I don't know if I saw Javon out there at all today. Maybe he got out there for a couple of plays.
He got a few.
But, I mean, he did not get extensive playing time. And like you said, Kerryon, I saw some good things from him today. But still, it's a freshman, and it's in Death Valley. And, you don't want to put a freshman in a position where he could cost the team a game. The defense also really stepped up. They struggled early and really throughout the game, gave up a lot of yards, but they really buckled down at the end. What did you think of their performance?
That quarterback, Eli Jenkins, just like Lamar Jackson for Louisville, he's a really fast guy. He's really shifty. He gave him some problems, but what I think gave him even more problems was just how accurate he was with his throws.
Yeah,
he was throwing like cross-field back shoulder fades and hitting them on the money. I mean, these comeback routes were murdering the Auburn corners all game. That and the quick slants, they just had the perfect game plan dialed up for the Auburn secondary, which was thin enough, and then Josh Holsey went down.
Yeah.
And Blake Countess got ejected for targeting. So that was 2 guys down. And then Trey Matthews was already out to begin the game. So that's 3 key guys down against this pretty decent team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see next week how Auburn does. I don't feel too confident about their chances right now, but anything can happen in the SEC. Until next time, I'm Sam. That's Evan. See you guys later.